Kevin Durant's coming back to win a ring with the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's going to come back to OKC. He is going to actually go out for a challenge, and he's not going to be a pathetic little punk-ass bitch and take the easy ride in life and join the greatest regular season team ever, a team that won 73 games. Kevin Durant is not going to be the pathetic bitch and the pathetic competitor that he is, and he is going to come back. He is going to be the man and deliver with Russell Westbrook and this young, dynamic OKC team with Billy Donovan, the guy can coach. 2 national championships in college, Western Conference Finals. He took the Golden State Warriors to 7 games back in 2016. There's no doubt that he's a guy that can coach. In the Thunder, I'm missing Kevin Durant's presence. Him, Russell Westbrook, and Paul George are going to be the force to reckon with. I'm going with the Oklahoma City Thunder to win a championship in one particular year. It's going to be sometime in the early 20s, but it's going to come, pretty soon, but it's going to come right after, LeBron's three-peat. And that's what we're going to see with the Oklahoma City Thunder is them being one of the best teams in NBA with Kevin Durant coming back. OKC is about the balance of the NBA, and ultimately the Golden State Warriors guys may seek something else or just may desire to actually earn more money out there in free agency. So you have to keep an eye out for that. For the Warriors at the winning never lasts, and players ultimately want the money down the road, and you see it with a lot of teams out there like the Seattle Seahawks, for instance. We see it all the time, the salary cap era in sports where players be unhappy in their situation and they just want to max out on their earnings and they get sick of winning to a point. So that's what happens. Kevin Durant going to Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm thinking right here at a glance that 2022 is going to be the Celtics, and 2023 would then be the Oklahoma City Thunder. So that is Kevin Durant has a 2-3 record in the NBA Finals. 2-3 record in the NBA Finals is Kevin Durant. That divides to 66. So here it is. 2 NBA Finals victories in 3 years. That equals a .66. And, the year 23 is what I'm talking about. And maybe that's the year that the Oklahoma City Thunder win the NBA championship with their version of LeBron James coming back to win a championship with the franchise that he started off with. And that's what it really is about for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I think we should really look out for them the coming years. Obviously, the Houston Rockets are going to win, and Melo's going to lead, and the roster is going to drop off and all of that. We're going to see the Thunder be up there. Who knows with Greg Popovich how long he's going to go out there and compete like Bill Belichick. And Golden State, they'll be a playoff team and all. Klay Thompson maybe would stay with Golden State and Stephen Curry. We join the Lake Show and join Showtime Lakers with LeBron James. Just all the prospects are out there at this point for Showtime Lakers in free agency, but they're just fine on the outside. Maybe a little bit of physical presence out there on the court. Young team that's going to get better throughout the season, that really needs to improve and get better with their team defense. That's what the Lakers have to do, is improve their team defense. They did not do that well so far. They're going to beat my hapless Suns. I did predict the Lakers to be 0-3. They lost today. I picked the Spurs to win against the Lakers. Has to do with LA. equaling 13 in gematria, and that LA is gonna be 1-3 uh, after playing my Suns. And that's really what's happening. And really, LeBron James and the Lakers in free agency, they're gonna hit it with him. And Lakers failed with, Steve Nash. They failed to hit in free agency with Steve Nash and Dwight Howard, and as a result, they failed miserably right after Lakers were no longer a championship team. That whole experiment failed, so that's why the Lakers lost the game today. I mean, it was 128 to 120, and the game went to overtime. Like, whoa! They scripted that for the Lakers. I was like, wait a minute. Lakers, LA, and the number 13 go hand to hand a lot. Like, Kobe, I think equals 13 because, Kobe, I think it's K, that's second letter, and O is 6, a 1 through 9 cycle in gematria. Let's see. Kobe may equal 41 in gematria, and 41 is the 13th prime. Let me just get out my calculator here and really show you what gematria really says about Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bean Bryant. Let's see. Kobe Bryant. You see, here it is. Kobe Bryant is gematria equals 41 and 113. Really interesting because he was the head of the franchise at Los Angeles, California. That in gematria equals 113 and 41. The Dodgers played in the 113th World Series last year. I correctly predicted the World Series matchup at the start of the year. That's how the Dodgers were in last year's World Series. Kobe was drafted, 13th overall. He was drafted 13th overall. He was traded from Charlotte. Traded from Charlotte. And you know what? MJ owns Charlotte. Jordan wasn't the owner at the time when the Bobcats, the Hornets, drafted Kobe Bryant. So that's why Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant weren't exclusively involved together at that time. So yes, Juventus are going to win the Champions League. Cristiano Ronaldo, number 7, really the missing link to Juventus winning the Champions League. Ronaldo returning to Madrid and lifting up the trophy. That's just a script for the season to end a 23-year Champions League drought. I mean, it is Juventus Football Club, gematria that equals 64. It is Allegri that equals 64 and 37. Juve can't be 3-7 in the final with a win. No, and it is Turin, Torino, that equals 37. That's the city of Turin. That's Italian gematria, 3-7 in the Champions League final. The last time an Italian team won the Champions League final, the final was played at the Bernabeu in Madrid. This one is at the Atletico Stadium, Juve, and the 23-year Champions League drought. We have our own version of Michael Jordan, Cristiano Ronaldo, his competitive drive and just being the best and working really hard, hating to lose in that demeanor, our version of MJ, and our symbol and our iconic Juventus logo here is the bull. So Michael Jordan, number 23, and Juventus Somehow very similar. The competitive drive of Juve and the club to be the best to fight until the very end. That was with Michael Jordan throughout his career, the competitive desire. And Juventus are a club owned by Freemasons, black and white representing, the good and bad, the balance and the uniforce and the meaning of life. So life is extreme. It's, black and white, good and bad. And that's what gives meaning for the universe, for the divine architect. So Freemasonry is a big belief. The Italian word for Mason is Masone. It is Masone. That equals 23. It is 3. That equals 23. I mean, Juve are going to end the 23-year Champions League drought. It has a lot to do with Italian gematria. And we have, you know, Ciudad de Madrid, beside the Champions League final equals 64, and Joya equals 64. It is Bulls in gematria equals 26. The Bulls that equals 66 in gematria. And once again, the number 23 from Michael Jordan, 2 divided by 3 equals 66. His number represents number 10, big for Juve. It's 10th Champions League final. And PSG loses 2019 final, and PSG wins the 2020 Champions League final. 2021, we would have to go see about that. PSG to win in 2019. PSG, next dominating force in football, and PSG may lose in 2021. So I'm going to go with one championship in 3 years for PSG in the big league. They'll be the next Juventus in the Champions League final. Maybe Manchester City is one of these years. You never know. Manchester City, question mark. Next team to win in England, I'd say has to be Manchester United. Maybe they get rid of Mourinho and make it better next year. Who knows what may happen with that. So that's what's going on here. Is Kevin Durant to the Oklahoma City Thunder? That's more likely to happen at this point. If Kevin Durant wants to be remembered as a champion, then you go back there and win what you started and take the LeBron route. Secure yourself, your legacy with a couple easy championships and finish the job and win the big one with a city long awaited a Champions League drought, or just the franchise is long awaited a championship he's got to deliver for the fans of Oklahoma City. Really allow Russell Westbrook to get the one thing that really sacrificing himself and joining the Lakers, which is, win it all with the Thunder as, the Black Mamba number 2.